Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the library and welcome back to another unboxing. Surprise! Even though I said in my last unboxing that there wasn't going to be another one the rest of the school year until next year, I was wrong. I think the last box that I said was May was actually April, and that this is the May box because they're holding my June and July boxes until the fall. So this has to be the May box. That's just the only explanation because I realized I didn't do an unboxing in April. Oops. So Junior Library Guild sends me 5 books every month. It used to be 8, but we cut down our subscription just because these books are honestly very expensive. They're over $20, like sometimes $21, $22 a piece because they have all the processing and they're selected for us and curated by specialists and all that. But they wind up being quite expensive. So let's see what we've got. This first one, I am intrigued by the cover because I have not seen this book before. I can't exactly tell you the name of it. What's it called? Lucha of the Night Forest. I have never seen this book like on BookTube or anywhere. It says it's a fantasy. Look at this. That's it. That's the summary. Like this is sort of looks like the kind of, tagline slogans, but then look, 5 lines. That's it. Okay. A scorned god, a mysterious acolyte, a forgetting drug, a dangerous forest. One girl caught between the freedom she's always wanted and a sister she can't bear to leave behind. So here's the whole plot summary right here. Under the cover of the night forest, will Lucha be able to step into her power or will she be consumed by it? And will her sister Liz survive long enough to find out? That's it. Okay. I kind of like that because sometimes I feel like either the synopsis is not exactly accurate to what the book is because it kind of deviates from this synopsis eventually, or it gives you too much information. And I hate that because then I feel like the first third or so of the book is ruined because I already knew what was going to happen. That happened with Warcross by Marie Lu. I felt like I knew everything that was happening because it was in the synopsis. Okay, is this like a first book? No, she has another fantasy duology. Oh, We Set the Dark on Fire. I have heard of that. Okay. So she has other books. Samantha Shannon has blurbed it. Marie Lu, oh, that's ironic, has blurbed it. And Roshani Chokski, who I've just now been reading, and I've read 2 of her books and gave them both 3 stars. I'll look at some reviews of this one because I'm just not really too sure what it's about. Okay, next I see something really interesting. My Dear Henry by Kaylin Bayron, a Jekyll and Hyde remix. Interesting. Now, what's also really funny is if you follow my channel at all and watch my little monthly wrap-ups, I just read Jekyll and Hyde like a couple of months ago. It was actually like a punishment for something, but I did not enjoy it. I actually actively disliked it and gave it 2 stars. It was so boring, and the whole first part of it wasn't really about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was like somebody just trying to figure out the secret of what was going on. And the last chapter, 10 pages or so, it told you the actual story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was a very short little novella, which of course this one's a little bit longer. Although it's not super long, 250 pages. So how is it a retelling? Well, it's still set in London in the 1800s. You've got Gabriel Utterson. Oh, Utterson. I think that was a character from the original book, if I recall. A 17-year-old law clerk has returned to London for the first time since his life and that of his dearest friend Henry Jekyll was derailed by a scandal that led to his and Henry's expulsion from the London School of Medicine. Whispers about the true nature of Gabriel and Henry's relationship have followed the boys for 2 years, and now Gabriel has a chance to start again. Oh wait, is this gonna be like a romance? Hold on. But Gabriel doesn't want to move on, not without Henry. His friend has become distant and cold since the disastrous events of the year before, and now his letters have stopped altogether. Desperate to discover what's become of him, Gabriel takes to watching the Jekyll house. Okay, that is exactly what happened in the original book. In doing so, Gabriel meets Mr. Hyde, a strangely familiar young man with white hair and a magnetic charisma. He claims to be friends with Henry, and Gabriel can't help but begin to grow jealous at their apparent closeness, especially as Henry continues to act like Gabriel means nothing to him. But the secret behind Henry's apathy is only the first part of a deeper mystery that has begun to coalesce. Monsters of all kinds, prowl within the London fog, and not all of them are out for blood. Are there monsters in this? This author wrote Cinderella is Dead and This Poison Heart. I have heard of those. Oh, there's other remixed classics. Oh, Self-Made Boys, Clash of Steel. Okay, so it's kind of like a remixed classic series. Okay, well, this is one I will not be reading because I did not like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Unless I just heard amazing things, this is probably not for me. Okay, next book I've never heard of, Always June. And it says sequel to Not Hungry. So I guess I have to make sure I have Not Hungry. Surely I checked that when I first ordered these. I'm guessing, yep, it's written in verse. So I can always tell because I don't know, it just looks different. It's this hardcover that doesn't have a dust jacket, and the pages just looked like they were, I don't know, self-published. And I was right. It is a verse novel. So this author wrote a couple things, it looks like. Okay, so what is it? Well, I don't even know what the first one's about, but it was like the challenges of a teen reluctant reader that would love, oh, what? Oh, they're saying reluctant readers would like this book, especially girls. So it's about a girl named June. She has a secret eating disorder. Oh, that was exposed to her whole school. So maybe that happened in the first book. Oh, because the first one's called Not Hungry. Okay, now it's all making sense. And she knows there's no going back to the way things were. Plus, her mom has started dating again, and it's serious. What's worse, her big sister May leaves for college early after a big fight. While taking refuge at the local bowling alley, hence the cover, June gets roped into joining the girls' bowling team. As she improves her bowling game, June finds a newfound appreciation of all her body can do, a surprising group of outcast friends, and even a new love interest. But June must find a way to deal with her eating disorder or risk losing everything else. Ooh, I think this will be super popular in our library, so I will definitely be putting this one on display and making sure, like, as soon as I get done filming this video, that we have the first book in the series. See, two more. I'm saving what looks like the prettiest one to last. So I'm gonna grab this one called Forget Me Not by Allison Derrick. I've never seen this book. I'm not quite sure what that is on the cover. It's like, oh, they're sort of on a cliff. I don't know, this looks like hair. I'm confused. This looks like hair, but there's like two people and the one's falling off, and they're two girls, it looks like. And one's like trying to catch the other one. Oh, I see the face. Oh my gosh, I didn't see the face. I thought it was a rock. There's a face there too. Okay, so there's just a blurb on the back, or like a passage, a little excerpt. So what actually is this book about? It says, what would you do if you forgot the love of your life ever even existed? So, okay, I'm guessing romance. Stevie and Norma have a love, a secret epic once in a lifetime kind of love. So I'm guessing it's like a female romance. So it says that they're going to leave their small, ultra-conservative town and families behind after graduation and move to California, where they can stop hiding their love. But then Stevie has a terrible fall, and when she comes to, she can remember nothing of the last 2 years. Oh, wow. So it says, can they beat the odds a second time and find their way back together after a lost memory? So, I don't know. I mean, it sounds fine, probably. Not the book for me. Okay, it looks like our last book is by Marie Lu herself. This is like the third time we've mentioned her in this video. This is getting weird. I didn't know she had a new book, but it's called Stars and Smoke. Look at the cover. I mean, it's super pretty. I do love the colors. I am torn about Marie Lu because I liked Legend, although I did not continue the series, and I very much disliked Warcross. In fact, I didn't even finish it, and that's all I've ever tried by her so far. So this says it's an action-packed, thrilling, so is it a thriller? Yes, a nail-biting thriller and breathless romance. Interesting. So we'll have to see which one we're gonna, classify it as, since our library is organized by genre. It's unputdownable. Okay, so it's blurbed by a lot of famous authors on the back. Leigh Bardugo, Tahereh Mafi, Sabaa Tahir, Adam Silvera, and a couple people I've not heard of. Let's see. A superstar, a secret agent, a once-in-a-lifetime mission. Okay, well, that little tagline definitely intrigues me. Let's see. Meet Winter Young. Okay, well, her name's Winter, so that's cool. A rookie backup dancer turned global pop phenomenon. Oh, it's a he. I didn't even realize that. His star power has smashed records, selling out stadiums from LA to London. Now he's bringing his swoon-worthy assets to a whole new arena. Infamous criminal tycoon Eli Morrison has just one weakness, his daughter Penelope. And Penelope has just one wish for her 19th birthday, a private concert with Winter Young. When the covert ops organization Panacea Group approaches Winter with this once-in-a-lifetime chance to infiltrate Morrison's inner circle, this is reminding me of Warcross. Winter must use his fame, cunning, and charisma to pull it off, only he won't be on his own. Posing as Winter's bodyguard is the fiercely fiery Sydney Cosette, Panacea's youngest spy. There's so many characters. I'm having trouble keeping them all straight. Panacea's youngest spy, Sydney may be the only person alive impervious to Winter's charms. But as the mission brings them closer, she's forced to admit there's more to this A-lister than slick dance moves and a handsome face. Panacea's unlikeliest partners just might become its biggest heroes, and maybe even more if they can survive each other first. Oh my gosh. Okay, it sounds very YA. I don't think that this book is for me, but I'm not sure if it could be part of a series. Like maybe it's the first in what's going to be a series. I'm just guessing since all of her other books are in a series. Oh, it starts off Starts off with like this little mission log, but it looks like the rest of it is told like in regular format. I was just curious if it was like a mixed media format. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, I'll look into it a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure it's a little too YA for me. So usually I go through and tell you which books I'm the most excited about. Like last time I found one that I actually just started reading because I was so excited about it. This time, I don't think I'm excited to read any of these. The only one I'm going to look into more that I might read because the synopsis was so short that I was intrigued was this one, Lucha of the Night Forest, but I think the rest are probably not for me. So this is the one I might just look a little more into. And I'm going to see if we have that first book in the other series. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books or plan to, and I will see you again soon. Bye.